Welcome to lesson 17 of algebraic concepts. Solve addition equations. All right, here's our objective, vocabulary, and you can always pause these videos to read over these slides. Okay, so let's look at our first problem here. What we have going on is you're going to have to look back at the vocabulary, and it says the subtraction property of equality. Whatever you do to one side of an equation, you have to do to the other. Or in simpler terms, what you really want to do is look at the variable and what's being done to the variable. Okay, so I see that addition is being done to the variable, and I know the opposite of addition is subtraction. So we have to subtract 1776 from both sides of the equation. And why do we have to do that? Because whatever you do to one side of an equation, you have to do to the other. And so let's do the work on the next slide. So when I subtract 17, I do not need to write the x. I need to subtract 1776. It crosses out. The purpose is to get the variable to be 1x. You want 1x by itself, positive 1x. There's no number here, so I know that this is positive 1x, and that's what we want, the x by itself. 7 minus 6 is 1. Barring becomes 10, 11, 4. 10 is 3, 8, 73, 41. So x is 7,341. If you add 1776 to it, you'll get 9,117 back. And let's look at our next example. Okay. Now we have a couple of things to do here. We see a 12, a 5, and an 8. And all of these are like terms. So what we're going to do is combine 12 plus 5, which is 17, and subtract 8, which becomes 9. So we got D plus 9 equals 40. Or we could have just individually added and subtracted them from both sides, but that would have just been a lot. So some of these equations, you're going to have to combine like terms. So now the next step is to subtract 9 from both sides. And we'll pick this up on the next slide. So we had D plus 9 equals 40. We subtracted 9 from both sides. We subtracted 9. That cancels out, and D equals 31. Now, if you were to insert 31 back in or substitute 31 back in for D, you should get 40 out. And we can see that 12 plus 31 is 43, plus 5 is 48, minus 8 gives us 40. So those were our two examples for this lesson, and I will see you at the end of the video for the recap. Okay, since x was positive negative 5 here, you still had to subtract a negative 5. Leave the 5 in parentheses, and what that means is that it's x plus 5. So actually, you're adding 5 to both sides. So x equals 17, because 17 plus a negative 5 gives you 12. Or you could have rewritten the equation to be x minus 5 equals 12, and then we just add 5. So you look at your variable, and whatever the opposite operation is, that's what you're going to do. Because x plus 2 equals 13, we subtract 2 from both sides. 2's cancel out. We're left with x by itself, and x equals 11. So 11 plus 2 is 13. Substitute back in. You can always check your equations when you solve them, because they should give you your number back. All right, that's our video for this week. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one. So please like them, hit that notification bell for many more videos coming up. There are going to be like 40 videos on solving equations. So we're going to see all kinds of different types of solving equation videos.